Alright, what's going on, guys? I'm gonna start this video out with a hot take. Just hear me out, alright? A real hear me out, not like the ones I post on Twitter about Chris. I think based on all the information and all the leaks that we've had so far, it seems to me that Modern Warfare 3 is most likely gonna be the best Call of Duty we've had in, I'd say, the last 5 years. I really think I can already confidently say that this upcoming MW3 is gonna be 100% better than the MW2 that we're currently playing. I think it's 100% going to be better than Vanguard. Now, Cold War, I don't know. I actually personally liked Cold War, but the main reason that I liked Cold War is because they remastered so many older maps. So that being said, that's also the main reason I think this upcoming game has any potential at all. So we'll see about Cold War, but I think it will 100% be better than Modern Warfare 2019. That means we have to go all the way back to BO4. And actually, I know these two games came out before BO4, but I think this upcoming MW3 will 100% be better than Infinite Warfare and World War II. So I just listed at least 5 CODs that I already feel right now I think this game is going to be better than, and it hasn't even come out yet. So basically, I think we have a very good shot at having the best Call of Duty since 2018, and also a game that should at the very least be better than, I'd say, about 5 or 6 of the last 10 Call of Duties that we've had. I know that sounds crazy. I'm aware on how that sounds, and y'all know I'm not one to just hype up every new COD, and I don't get invited to any events. I've probably been eligible, a big enough channel to get invited to a Call of Duty event since I don't know, 2013. We're sitting at about 10 years now. There's no invite coming my way. All right, so I'm just trying to keep it real based on all of the information. I just don't know how this game could just be dog shit based off what we've seen, right? It would take something unprecedented to be announced or to be in the game, completely game breaking, to ruin it at this point. First of all, let me just say the main reason I'm even saying any of this is because it's been confirmed that all 16 of the original Modern Warfare 2 maps from 2009 have been remastered, and they are going to be in this game at launch on day one. And now we've actually got to see them. I'm going to put them on the screen one by one, and I'm not going to lie, they look really nice. Visually, they did a very good job with them. I'm gonna give them some credit on that. They look really nice. And from the details they gave about it, they haven't really messed with them too much. I believe there is gonna be some very minor changes. We do have doors, because, these terrible kids gotta feel a little safe in their little safe space or whatever. I don't know the reasoning. I don't think the doors are gonna be that big of a deal for the majority of the maps. If you just think about the OG MW2 maps, the only one that really worries me, I would say, is Favela, because there's 50 spots that they could put doors in on Favela, so that might kind of change the way Favela plays, which would be very sad. But other than that, the rest of the maps don't have that many places, I feel for doors. You know what I mean? It's really just that one map. There's a few others, any map with buildings, of course, but Favela obviously has I don't know, 20 buildings or whatever, and multiple stories, so that would be affected the most. So we'll see. But other than that, I think we're gonna be okay even with the doors. So the fact that we're loading in on day one with 16 remastered very good maps, I just don't see how the game could be terrible with that. How can the game fail when we're already starting off with that, right? Just think about it, man. I'm getting on the game day one. I'm loading in the Scrapyard Domination. I'm having a great time. I follow that Scrapyard up with the Favela Hardpoint. I'm having a great time. I follow the Favela up with the High-Rise Domination. Switch it up. Let's get a High-Rise S&D. Y'all remember High-Rise S&D from back in the day? Used to be see across into the spawn. It was so fun. How could I have a bad time, man? It's almost impossible. I know it's Call of Duty. I know it's Activision, but how could they fuck that up? I don't know. I feel the best way to explain it is this game should have a very high floor. They talk about floor and ceiling for sports and stuff. I don't know if it's gonna have a high ceiling. That's to be determined. We probably won't know that until we actually play the game, of course. But there's almost no way that the game could just be dog shit, right? With these maps, in addition to the other information that we have, Red dots are back. Minimap is back. Dead silence is back. Reload cancel is back. Slide cancel is back. The mantling is actually mantling. It's actually fast. It's not this dumbass hanging on the ledge shit. Like, I don't know who came up with that, but that was fucking stupid. They dropped like this little trailer of this guy, he mantled up real quick on high rise. Think of like Black Ops 2 dexterity, how you mantled stuff. It looked kind of like that. So just judging off the maps, judging off all the information that we have, the game has to at least be decent, right? There's just no way it could be trash, right? Am I crazy for thinking that? You know, like I said, I just think the game has a very high floor right now. We'll have to see how the ceiling is. That's what really makes a game great. Like when it has a high floor and a high ceiling. There are very few Call of Duty games that achieve both of those things. There's like maybe 5. But that's pretty much my main point that I wanted to make. I just wanted to throw that out there because like maybe I'm just not thinking clearly. The nostalgia is too much, but like it just seems like it's got to be decent, man. It's just got to. There's just no way it can't be decent with all that they've done. We'll have to wait and see, but I thought just for fun, real quick, we could wrap it up with a OG MW2 map tier list. I'm not going to put like super detailed analysis and thought into it. I'm literally going to record it live right now. And first thoughts that come to my mind, that's what it's going to be. I still have a pretty good memory of MW2. I think the last time that I played MW2 was when it first became backwards compatible on Xbox. So I don't know when that was, like back in like 2016 or something like that. It's been a while for sure since I've played it, but I have at least played it more recently than like, I don't know, when did it actually come out? 2009? And I'm pretty old, so I was actually like, I don't know, 16 when it originally came out. So like, I'm not basing my opinions off the memories of like a 6-year-old kid who was playing the game, you know what I mean? I was old enough to actually kind of understand what's going on. It's kind of crazy. I guess there's people nowadays who are in Call of Duty who have never even played the original MW2. Like, I guess if you were like born in like, I don't know, 2005 or something, you'd have been too young to play it. Like, that's kind of crazy to me. Y'all are in for a treat, man. For those of you that have never played the original MW2, you're gonna finally see what a good Call of Duty map looks like, man. It's been a long time since a game spawned in with some good maps. So let's go ahead and do this list. Alright, so this is just straight off the top of the head. I'm not gonna put too much like thought into it. I just want to, you know, have this for fun. Also, I'm gonna rank it like only according to MW2. Like, for example, like Derail on MW2, it's pretty bad, but if you compare it to like the history of Call of Duty, like every map we've ever had, it's not that bad. You know what I mean? So I just want to keep it like within like the MW2 frame of reference. So let's start it out, man. Afghan, I will probably put it in great or elite, right? I'm gonna leave it in elite. I'll put it in great, actually. We'll see. I'm gonna come back and adjust it at the end if necessary. We'll see. I don't know where everything's gonna be right now, but it's definitely one of the top 2. Derail, I'm going to put in terrible. Just, it's probably the worst map on this game. So, I mean, for that reason, it's got to be in terrible, right? Estate, it's either decent or great, I think. I don't think it's great. We'll see. I might adjust it later, but we're going to put it decent for now. It's got some upside. Favela, elite, straight to the top. High rise, no questions asked, straight to the top. Invasion. Wait, this is Invasion, right? Yeah, it is. Invasion is maybe a little underrated. Pretty good, actually. I'd probably put it in decent, ahead of Favela. Maybe great, I don't know. Karachi, also pretty good. Maybe a little underrated. I might put it in great, behind Afghan. I don't know. We'll see. Quarry's kind of mid. It's decent. I don't know. I'll put it at the end of decent, man. It's a little big. It's not bad. It's all right. You know, it's kind of mid, kind of decent, whatever. Rundown's pretty great. I don't know if I call Rundown a great map. It's a good map, which I guess would be decent. I'd put it maybe the top of decent. I don't know. Between great and decent. It's definitely not elite. It's definitely not terrible or anything. Rust, I mean, that's just iconic. You got to put it at the top. Scrapyard, straight to the top. No questions. Skid Row. Is Skid Row a great map? Maybe? I'll put it at the end of great for now. Maybe it could be at the beginning of decent, though. Subbase is definitely, like, decent. Maybe ahead of Quarry. I have Subbase ahead of Quarry for sure, so maybe something like that. Terminal, straight to the top, no questions asked. Underpass. See, Underpass probably belongs in mid, right? It's not terrible. It's just the rain is kind of annoying, but it's better than Derail. And then we have Wasteland. Hit or miss for me, Wasteland. I could maybe put it in mid or decent. Thing is, I don't snipe. If you snipe, you probably like Wasteland. If you don't snipe, you probably don't like Wasteland. So this is based off someone who doesn't really snipe. I could put it at the end of decent or the beginning of mid. Let me have another one in mid. Wasteland's kind of mid, you know. It has its moments. It's not bad, but it's not. It gets kind of annoying sometimes if it's like a little too much sniping going on. So this is how I'd probably have. I feel like this looks pretty good. Let me rearrange this. Actually, Favela's probably my favorite map. I do have Rust is like, you know, Rust is like completely different. It's not even. It's just its own category almost. Rust is just different. It's for private matches. It's for 1v1s. It is fun in pubs as well, but it's just a totally different thing. This is probably the order I'd go with. Favela, High Rise, Scrapyard, Terminal. I don't know. These four are very even to me. I don't know if I can rank them. I love all four of them, and then Rust, obviously. Then Afghan is definitely better than these two. That's fair. This looks pretty good as well. Decent, yeah. Yeah, this is just like a little rough draft. I spent a couple minutes on it. I didn't put a lot of thought into this. Spent like 3 minutes on it, 4 minutes. This looks pretty good. This is about what I'd say. This is someone... I don't snipe. So if you... Like, I know MW3, that's like the #1 sniping game. If you snipe, maybe your list looks a little bit different, but I don't do too much sniping. This is just me playing pubs, domination, demolition, fun. Just, you know, even S&D. S&D was fun in this game, too. Like, you know, this is just me, like... try-harding, you know, no sniping really. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts on everything down below. Be sure to like rating if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're not already. Follow me on Twitter. Links in the description down below. Other than that, have a good day and peace out.